Imola, Italy. Lamborghini's confidence to use 2018 Huracán Performante have to be substantial, in the way it introduced the automobile to a gang of automotive journalists who had, as you would expect, varying examples of experience in high-performance driving. No helmet, no driving suit, no harness, no real coaching, without instructor inside passenger seat. With just the 3-point seatbelt holding us in position in a vehicle we'd never even sat in before, over a very fast road course most people had never driven, I was turned loose. Yes, it absolutely was a lead follow behind a coach, but right at the end of the firstly 4 on-track sessions, we'd learned another thing very quickly. The Huracán Performante is a very quickly and surprisingly forgiving supercar. Case in point, although there were several minor excursions off pavement on the 3-mile Autodromo di Imola course, at the end with the day, the worst damage were a scuff or two from pile-on assault. So our expectations for your Huracán Performante were initially tempered by being aware the Lambo engineers were forced to work with. Those expectations were raised when Lamborghini publicized its record run of 6 minutes, 52.01 seconds across the Nürburgring's Nordschleife circuit, rendering it the fastest lap ever turned by the production car, no less than until the electric NIO EP9 went faster, but whether you take into account the NIO accurate production car is about you. We don't, not anyway. But lapping the ring at under 7 minutes is impressive. It doesn't matter what you are driving, and carrying it out about 5 seconds quicker than this much more expensive Porsche 918 Spider earns a person plenty of credibility. The Huracán Performante starts at $274,390, about $30,000, a lot more than the base Huracán. That premium gets you a large number of extra performance and engineering. Its naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10, unlike competitors including Porsche and Ferrari, Lamborghini is steadfastly keeping naturally aspirated engines given that environmental regulations makes 630 horsepower and 443 pounds-to-feet of torque, 28 horsepower and 30 pounds-to-feet, a lot more than the regular Huracán. For performance duty, the engine receives new titanium valves, a fresh exhaust, and general performance tuning. Dry weight is listed as 3,047 pounds, about 88 pounds lighter when compared to a regular Huracán, accomplished without letting go of any luxury or power-operated features. The rear half with the body is carbon fiber and composite. The leading fenders and hood, which takes care of the smallish luggage area, are aluminum. The engine is perhaps formidable. Nevertheless, the star with this show could be the precisely tuned chassis, particularly when it's in tandem with all the optional magnetic suspension. Add to how the superb 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, which often can convince even most die-hard manual transmission advocates to trade their left pedal for the pair of paddles. Throw within the massive carbon ceramic brakes that won't fade, mated on the soft but streetable treadwear rating is 80, 20-inch Pirelli P0 Trafios, 245/30 front, 305/30 rear. Along with the Huracán Performante is usually a downright tossable supercar that tolerates all, even so, the most egregious on-track conduct. Unlike a normal Huracán, you never know that you are in an all-wheel drive car. It's a credit to your hauled X-Gen VAWD system. It can easily be tuned from your consciousness. Lamborghini CEO Stefano Domenicali, justifiably proud, said we're able to easily see 169 miles per hour on Imola's front straight. Given our lead follow limitation, probably the most we saw was 152 miles per hour, which still required some stand-on-it braking prior to fast approaching downhill left-hander. The Performante moves around a little bit under hard braking from high speeds, but that is after all, an automobile with 43-57% front, rear weight distribution, so somewhat rear-end wiggle is not a crisis. It's never scary, just attention-getting. Lamborghini claims a 0 to 62 miles per hour period of 2.9 seconds, as well as a 0 to 124 miles per hour duration of 8.9 seconds, both credible. Top speed, Lamborghini says, is 202 miles per hour. Chassis and suspension are stiffer, which becomes especially evident once you select the Corsa electronic chassis mode. This one is made for track exclusively use unless you're a type of few masochists who demand to learn the exact depth and width of the pothole at work. Choose Strada for your city and Sport for spirited rural driving. Even in Strada, however, the Performante's ride is quite rough on all nevertheless the smoothest roads, nevertheless it's at the very least tolerable. Feel free to paddle shift inside city if you would like, though the transmission is greater than comfortable seizing shifting duties, performing as with any good automatic. Amazing how long dual clutch transmissions have fallen. But what Lamborghini seems proudest of will be the Huracán Performante's sophisticated aerodynamics kit. Called Aerodynamic Lamborghini Automotive, or ALA in short, it's a whole front-to-rear system for managing air and maximizing downforce. There are electronically controlled flaps inside the front and rear, with top flaps opening to permit air over the grille and under the vehicle, even though the rear flaps send air up for the wing in heavy downforce situations. And there's a channel which could shift air from side to your other on the large rear wing. We're talking passenger side to driver's side and back, the way it senses which direction your vehicle is turning. The idea is usually to adjust the downforce real-time for the inside and outside rear wheels for optimum grip. In all, Lambo claims a 750% rise in downforce compared to the off-the-shelf Huracán. We will take Lamborghini's word with the. It will take more calibrated asses than ours to evaluate the theory. Regardless, ALA works. Hell, the entire car works. The Audi touches from the cockpit are evident, and that's a compliment. The sport seats have become comfortable and plenty supportive. We suggest you think that before ordering the optional racing-inspired seats, as the fixed back units are awfully hard. Typical for Lamborghini, the whole Skittles box palette of colors can be acquired, including a matte orange, called Orange Borealis. That seems the chosen color to introduce the automobile in the media, but it really would be well down our listing of choices. Outside, you'll have in mind the Performante mostly with the green, white and red rocker panel stripes that remind you that yes, you hear many German accents from the Lamborghini plant, but that is still a really Italian car. And one that advances the brand greater than any of us expected. 2018 Lamborghini Huracán Performante specifications on sale now, price $274,390. Base engine 5.2 Dock 40 valve V10 630 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions per minute, 443 pounds-to-feet at 6,500 revolutions per minute. Transmission 7-speed dual-clutch automatic layout, 2-door, 2-passenger, mid-engine, AWD Coupe PPA mileage N, a LXWXH 177.4 by 75.7 by 45.8 in wheelbase, 103.1 in weight, 3,047 pounds. 0 to 60 miles per hour 2.9 seconds, top speed 201 miles per hour.